Hey, this is Lovecraft and Art. We're going to be watching some creepy TikToks tonight. So if you've been looking for a thrill, look no further because we're going to jump right in.
Seraphim angels in the Bible. 4 things to know. 1. The word seraphim in the Bible appears only in Isaiah chapter 6. 2. The seraphim are fiery angels who revere God and proclaim His supreme glory. 3. The trisagion, the thrice invocation of holy, in the seraphim's worship of God is significant. 4. The seraphim also minister to God and serve as His agents of purification. What do seraphim look like? I will stick with just Isaiah's description of these angels. It's important to remember they are called seraphim equals sign burning. These angels were burning perhaps on fire since they are near the altar of God, and they were able to pick up a live, burning coal with their bare hands. V6. Each seraph angel has 6 wings. With one set of wings they covered their face, with another set they covered their feet, with another they flew. Isaiah doesn't mention multiple faces, but they could have been covered by their wings and were never revealed. He also doesn't mention them being covered in eyes like John or Ezekiel.
Worst kidnapping on the dark web. This video was found on the dark web. It shows a scared little boy, found in an animal cage. Where do you think he would have ended up if he hadn't been found?
How long have you been up here? You're not shy? Are you okay? What? Do you live up here? By yourself? Really? Dude, you are a mess. You live up here? Is this your house? Are you okay, buddy? Are you alright? Do you want to go get some food and water? Maybe find your mommy? What the heck? What? Who just leaves a kid up here in an abandoned house? Are they inside? That's pretty jacked up to leave you outside, dude. It's cold.
Tartaria confirmed in Florence. I don't think they built this with chisels. Those window frames very reminiscent of the geometric patterns water makes and its metal audio frequencies. This was built just to be a house of worship somehow. They've been providing energy for the whole city. Of course, the door looks giant.
So you've heard of this, right? It's the Great Wall of China. But what if I told you that the Chinese didn't actually build it? So who built it then? Well, what if I told you that the Great Wall of China was actually the Great Wall of Tartaria from the Moorish Empire? You know, the ones that they don't really want you to know about? I know, crazy, right? Well, maybe you can answer me this then. The Chinese built the Great Wall of China, then why are the steep sides facing towards them? Seems odd. Also, why are the lookout posts also facing towards them? You would think it would make it easier to defend yourselves if you were facing the enemy, not yourself. Seems a little weird. You know, like that way they could see the enemy coming and they could properly defend themselves with bow and arrows or whatever they were using, throwing rocks. It just doesn't really make sense to build everything facing you, not away from you. Oh, and what about these old maps? What's that? Tartaria? That's funny. Maybe it's the Great Wall of Tartaria surrounding China to protect themselves from China. And then when the empire got taken out by the mud flood, the Chinese kind of just took credit for it because, you know, as we all know from history, the winners and the victors write the history. Just a thought. If you want some more content on Tartaria, then make sure you like this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and let me know what other topics you want me to cover. See ya.
That was a big ass vagina. Petrified. That's a fact. And when people been sending me that video, my little brother sent it to me, people that follow sent it to me. That was a clit and all that shit. You can't hide that motherfucker right there. That was a big ass, petrified woman. Dog. Big facts. That vagina was motherfucking petrified.
Morbid Facts, Part 363. While serving a life sentence for murder, Rocky Beeman brutally murdered a fellow inmate who was serving a life sentence for essaying a 10-year-old girl. But despite this, Beeman was later given a child rapist as his cellmate, who he proceeded to brutally murder as well. He said he resented sex offenders and that killing them gave him, quote, the best feeling I've had in a long time. He also said the only way to stop him from killing them was to execute him. Beeman was eventually sentenced to death, but took his own life while on death row in 2020. Grady Stiles Jr. was born in 1937 with a rare genetic condition known as ectrodactyly, which gave him claw-like hands and feet. He became a circus performer under the name Lobster Boy, but was known to be a viciously abusive alcoholic in person. In 1978, he was convicted of murdering his daughter's fiancé on the day before their wedding. He openly confessed to the murder but wasn't sent to prison since no state institution had the resources for an inmate with his condition. Stiles continued to perform until 1992 when he was murdered by a hitman hired by his wife and son.
The hidden lands beyond the ice walls. Awakening truth. Let's have a little journey to the old map. Names look familiar. This is just a glimpse of the known lands and the near lands. Did you know that there are other worlds and more lands to explore? Have they lied to you?
More GMO chicken.
Check out this mutated looking, fake strand, weird looking GMO Bill Gates ass, fake ass lab meat chicken. And of course people are going to jump in here immediately, start defending this stuff, saying, oh, that's normal, you're shredding it, like tenderizing it. Your chicken should not just come apart like this. This is not normal. This is completely degraded meat. And people wonder why. It doesn't even have to be lab grown. It doesn't have to be GMO. These animals are already fed the worst possible feed that you could feed an animal or a human. When you're feeding something GMO grains all day and you're overfeeding them a bunch of fake mutated GMO food, guess what you become? You're eating this dense negative energy. We have to understand that. And when you consume GMOs, you are going to become a GMO. Look at the way this meat just totally falls apart. This is not muscle meat. This is not real. People don't understand that chickens are actually birds, and they used to be a lot smaller than they are now. They shouldn't be having all this meat. Doesn't it make you wonder why they have all this meat in the first place? Just like all the fruits and vegetables are 10 times their original size.